So I recently bought a new graphic tablet. I upgraded from my Wacom Intuos 4M to a Gaomon PD1560 and did an unboxing through Instagram stories, which ended up on a lot of you wanting a review. So here is an in-depth review, but if you want you can skip to the end of the video where I make a quick recap. On top of the review, I thought I'd compare it to my Wacom because we all know Wacom has ruled the tablet market for years now. They're quite expensive tablets, but the competitors weren't really offering the same quality in their products until quite recently. Now you can find brands like Huion or Gaomon, which offer a really good price-quality relation. So that's one of the main reasons I bought this tablet and not a Cintiq, and let me just say up front, it's a really good tablet and I definitely recommend it. Before I start reviewing the specs and the performance, I want to quickly address what you get when you buy this product. You get the tablet itself, which is quite light. I wasn't expecting that. With the mount, it gets a little bit heavier, but it's not something you really need for it to function if you need to travel light on some occasion. It also comes with a felt sleeve, which fits the tablet perfectly, and it's of really nice quality. It only fits the tablet though. If you want to take it anywhere, you need to take the mount separately. When you buy the tablet, it comes with a mount, which has adjustable angles and is really easy and simple to attach to the tablet. It comes with 4 screws and a magnetic screwdriver, which is a nice touch. It brings a lot of cables. My Wacom doesn't have a screen, so it only needs a USB cable, but the Gaomon requires HDMI, USB, and it actually also needs to be plugged in, which means you can't use it unless you're somewhere that has a power source, unlike the Wacom, which only needed the computer to work. It also comes with a pen and pen nibs. I think you can see some difference in quality here. The pen has 2 buttons that are customizable just like the Wacom one, but it's all plastic, whilst the Wacom had this rubber grip for your hands, which feels nicer. Another thing you need to take into account is that the pen is rechargeable, unlike the Wacom pen, which never needs to be charged. But it's not a big problem since the battery lasts a really long time. I've used it quite a bit and I've never had to charge it. From what I've seen, for the time being, any Wacom competitor has rechargeable pens, so it's not a Gaomon thing either. The thing that actually took me longer to get used to was the fact that, unlike the Wacom pen, this one doesn't have the rubber on the back of the pen. It's super handy, but again, I think no competitor has this feature, and eventually you get used to just using the shortcut with either your keyboard or the hotkeys on the tablet. The pen stand brings inside more nibs, but they're all the same material and didn't bring any nib remover. The Wacom stand brings a ring for removing the nibs, and nibs have different textures and materials, which is nice, but I personally never used them during all these years since the plastic one was good enough for me. So again, this wasn't a big issue for me. Another nice touch are the 2 gloves that come with the Gaomon. These gloves are so that you don't get the screen dirty with the dirt and oils our hands produce. You get 1 glove with 1 finger and 1 with 2. And I personally like the one with 1 finger better. And that's it for the accessories. Moving on to the tablet. It comes with a screen protector, which I really appreciate because I actually had to add one myself to my Wacom, since without it I noticed within hours of using it that the screen would get scratched quite easily, and the nib would wear out very easily too, so you'd need to replace it very often if you didn't use a screen protector. The screen is quite good and the resolution as well. The colors look slightly different from the ones in my laptop, but this happens with most screens. You can customize the contrast, brightness, and other functions, just like on any other screen as well. But I left it as it came because it worked well for me. The calibration is quite good as well, but if you tilt the pen a lot, it will seem a little bit off, and that's about the only thing I noticed. The size of the screen is of 15.6 inches, which is bigger than my 13-inch laptop, so I really like it. Drawing on a screen is definitely so much nicer than drawing on a screenless tablet. This is especially important if you're a traditional artist who's not sure about digital art yet, and the transition will definitely be much smoother this way. I also didn't really notice any lag while drawing. This Gaomon tablet has 8,192 sensibility levels, while the Wacom has only 2,048. And as soon as I made the first stroke, I noticed a difference. The strokes are a lot smoother and you don't get as much jitter. When it comes to the hotkeys, the Gaomon has plenty, and they're very easy to access. However, there's no way to visually indicate which key does what, so I added some labels of my own. My Wacom had these little screen labels, which was super handy. The other thing I prefer on the Wacom is the wheel that you can use to zoom in and out, and on the Gaomon you need to use the shortcut for the zoom command. Okay, so let's recap. When it comes to portability, the Wacom is easier to carry and doesn't need a power source. However, this has to do with the fact that it's a screenless tablet and not the brand itself. Wacom's pen has a better grip, has an eraser, and doesn't need to be charged. There's also more nib options. Hotkeys. They both have enough, but Wacom has labels and zoom rotation wheel. Active area. Gaomon has a 15.6-inch screen, while Wacom's active area is only of 10.4 inches. Sensibility. Gaomon has 8,192, while Wacom has only 2,048 levels. Screen. Gaomon has an HD screen, and Wacom has no screen at all. Price. Wacom was cheaper, but not by much, although do keep in mind that I bought this about 6 years ago. Gaomon has a better price-quality relation. The Wacom equivalent to a screen tablet like this will double the price. My recommendation is the Gaomon. I hope this review was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Here's how you can reach me if you want to follow my work or if you have any question. Until next time.